Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Christy's Beautiful Life in 30 Days of Sketches. Today is day 1 of the series 9. So we are using a sketch from Lisa Sikorsky from Scrap a Sketch, or for Scrap a Sketch. And I have chosen some papers from, let's see, Fancy Pants, which is the polka dot paper there. And then I am using this diagonal stripe, or a piece of this diagonal stripe, out of my scrap bin. That is from Dear Lizzie, and I'm really primarily only interested in the orange on that paper. I'm going to be chopping that up, and I'm trying to use up some stuff from my scrap bin, so I thought that would work well. I'm also going to use this blue grid paper from SEI, and that is going to be that base layer on the right hand side. So I do really enjoy using pattern paper. I don't use much in the way of cardstock. So if you see something on my channel that looks like cardstock, like this blue one, at least from on my tiny screen, it looks like cardstock. It actually does have a grid pattern on it. So most of those papers would have subtle patterns. If, for the most part, I only pretty much, say 95% of the time, only use black or white cardstock. I have access to more at my mom's house next door, but I tend not to use it too much. So this orange piece, I'm trying to create that center stripe that goes right down the, well, pretty much the middle of the layout, but I don't have an orange piece that is quite long enough. This orange is the perfect orange to match those orange polka dots on the polka dot paper there. So I'm just cutting 2 strips that are the same width, and they are going to join underneath the photograph, so it does look like it is all one strip, even though it is not one strip. So I'm liking the way that these colors are coming together. I think the blue and the orange work well together. They are across from each other on the color wheel, which means they are complementary colors and will work well together. So I know that they are going to pair up nicely. One of the reasons I knew I wanted to pull in the orange is the photos that I'm using are of myself crafting with Noah, and he is using a tonic tangerine machine, which is a lot like a Sizzix machine, but it is tangerine in color, so it pulls the orange in nicely. So I did ink up my papers with some black soot distress ink, and I thought that would work really well to kind of tone down the brightness of all of these pieces, and also provide a little continuity between all of the different pieces that are going to create this layout. There's going to be a lot of layers of the tags. I don't keep mine quite so linear as the sketch, and so I want those layers to show, and the best way for me to make that happen is to give them some definition around each one of those tags. Now I am going to use a tag topper punch from Stampin' Up, and Stampin' Up has several different tag topper punches. I don't know that the one that I have is currently available, but they have several other ones that they have offered. They change out the design a little bit every so often, and that way you get a nice variety of tags if you purchase them as they come out. The one caveat with the punch is that it only takes a 2-inch strip of paper. I would love it if they'd make it just a little bit wider, or have another option a little bit wider, but this works for these purposes, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. So I'm pulling out all kinds of papers from my scrap bin that coordinate with the different dots on those papers. So that green with the blue polka dots are the same color as the grid paper, and the green is just a different shade of the green polka dots. So I'm just trying to pull things together that I think would work well in different patterns and different styles of, or different colors. So I'm liking the way that it's coming together, and I'm just going to start layering up all of those tags. And while I do that, I will remind you that this is a series that we are doing all month long for 30 days. And there are a bunch of people playing along. Some will be playing along all month. Some will be playing along just here and there. And I am trying to do all 30 days. I don't have them all quite done at this point in time, but I am hoping to have them all done in time to meet the deadlines to get them all done and complete all 30 days of sketches. It's been a lot of fun. Also, a little bit different this month is that there were a lot of people that created sketches just for this series, and those will be coming up in a few days. The first ones were sketches just that were pulled off of the internet or Pinterest or wherever Christy ends up getting them from. She's a genius with finding different sketches and different places to look them up. So you get a lot of variety in the styles and such. So here again, I am inking up all of those tags just so, again, it gives a lot of definition and differentiation. And I'm liking the way that that's looking. And some of the layers I will add a little bit of foam tape under just to give them a little bit of definition and just to make them pop up a little bit. I don't want them to look just completely flat. I do have this, I was going to say green, this blue acrylic piece from Color Cast Designs. It says Crafty Time on it, and I'm going to go ahead and use that. I just was trying to make sure that I had the placement right before I stuck everything down. And I thought that was perfect because we are having a little bit of crafty time and Noah is creating some leaves for me. And so I thought that would be fun to go ahead and document. Now I am putting my foam tape down on either side of where that orange paper is because the orange paper has created a little bit of a bump there. So I am kind of just spanning the distance across it, bridging it, if you will. And I'm using my acrylic block to just kind of hold everything down, make sure it all stays in place while I go ahead and get my acrylic, the backing peeled off of it, and then my acrylic stuck down where I want it. So the links to everybody's channels, if you would like to go and see what they have created today using this same sketch, all of those links are down below for your viewing pleasure. And make sure you go and check out Christy as she has done so much work for this series and putting it together for all of us to participate in or to just enjoy viewing. So Christy, thank you for doing all of the hard work that you do that goes into planning and putting this together. I know that it is inspiring to so many people, and we always really enjoy the series. So I'm using my foam tape again, just like I said, to pop up some of the tags. Now the foam tape that I use is just from Walmart. It is the cheap stuff. It's adhesive on one side, and then I use my liquid adhesive on the other side to adhere it to the layout. And then the adhesive that I prefer to use for that is Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. It dries quick, it dries clear, it comes out really fine, and it dries matte. So it doesn't leave like a really big glossy finish on it. And so that is my preferred liquid adhesive. Now I did pull in some stickers here from Amy Tangerine's Brave and Bold, or Bold and Brave, whichever way that is called. And I'm just going to go ahead and finish off my layout with a couple of stickers off of that sticker set. And then, let's see here. I did this layout a little while ago, so I'm trying to remember where I did the journaling. I think I might have done it on that green tag, but we're going to see that, hopefully. I am just pulling out these stickers. They are clear stickers, which are not my favorite, but in this particular case, they worked well, so I went ahead and used them. Sometimes I will put them onto some white cardstock just so that the image shows up better. So I did pull out some white twine here, and I'm just tying that onto some of the tags and tucking it under. I don't usually leave them loose. I kind of like them neat and tidy, so I kind of tuck them under and add a little glue so they stay stuck down on there, and that seems to work well. I will not be putting them in every single hole on these tags, but I thought it needed a few of them to have some string in there. It kind of just finished them off, in my opinion. Now, some people don't like to leave any of them empty. I have also used enamel dots kind of in the place of where the hole is, just to kind of finish them off. But at this particular case, I didn't think that every single one needed to be filled. I do pull out some enamel dots just to finish off the layout over. They're kind of in a diagonal pattern, basically. So I'm liking the way those are looking, and I pulled them in 3 different colors, if I remember, or 3 different shapes. I think they're 3 different colors and shapes too. Basically because I didn't have enough of any one in particular to go across both. So I think I added a heart to each one of those different clusters, and I am again using my liquid adhesive to make sure they stay, because these particular enamel dots do not want to stay. They are from, let's see here, I'm trying to remember. I think they're from Rosie's Studio, but they don't want to stay very well. And I've had them in my stash for quite a while, so that could be why. But I kind of just tend to use my liquid adhesive to make sure my enamel dots stay anyway. They are something that likes to kind of like pop off the page. So I'm going to just finish up my journaling here. It looks like I'm doing it on the diagonal stripe paper there, and I'm using my Muji pen to go ahead and do that. It's a black Muji pen in a 0.38 size. You can find it on Amazon. I will try to remember to link those few supplies down below for you if you are interested in checking those out. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, you can go ahead and leave those down below. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. If you don't mind hitting the thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe as well. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.